What's going on, guys? Red K here. It is a two-man cell. Everybody has pretty much abandoned us. The dads are
We're
doing
the
the
redheaded
dad thing.
stepchilds.
Comet is doing his Comet thing.
Stuck in traffic.
And we're here though. And it was a very exciting week. Hold on. Did you send me something on the thing? I don't think you sent me anything. Oh, let me in. I already know what you've been playing because we played last night, but what you've been doing, what you've been playing?
I'm still on Towerborn.
And
I'm back on Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, and we were playing with the lunch boxes.
Oh yeah, we're using our little, our handicap box.
We were trash.
Yo, so the more and more I was doing the research on it, I guess. So remember I told you, like, when you first showed me how you can just hold the directions on however the move is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they took that off. It's like it's a setting. It's not even the setting. It's like, I guess it's the input on.
But there are other shortcuts though.
No, I don't know if it's the firmware or if it's the setting or the setting inside of it.
But what they did was basically with the hitbox and lunchbox, you can press up and down at the same time, basically, right? And so and you can press left and right at the same time. So what they did was, I told you the shortcut now, you can walk forward and you can plink the buttons. And this is plinking.
Well, actually, you know what? That's so pretty much that's why they got the 5 buttons right here lined up on mine, right? And they said that's why I was like, I remember that video I watched. I was like, you just got to go in the order that it shows you on their their list.
So what I did was I was walking forward and doing DPs, and it was coming out like every time because I was pressing forward and then I plinked down punch. And so like the up button, my up button's down here, so I put my thumb on up button and punch at the same time, and I was just plinking it, but it just take like practice. So
we fucking totally sucked yesterday.
We sucked, like, but hey, I'm ready to go online and get some work in though. But
minus the 30 minutes I'd have took us to freaking figure out how to,
without telling anybody about that. Without telling anybody about that.
But we got this setup sucks.
We got a pretty packed show. Just a two-man cell, but there's a lot to get into. But first, let's get into some silly sauce. You ready?
Yep.
My village is scammers and killers from the struggle, and I can bet I'm the only team that could serve.
There we go.
My village is scammers and killers from the struggle, and I can bet I'm the only team that could serve.
Cousin.
This for the homies I broke bread with, split a 50 when we was still on.
You didn't even say it.
I'm trying to move the
Rewind it. Go back.
To the family girl.
No, I was just like, I didn't even expect it. That's why I was like, what?
That's why I was like, this dude went in on it. That was pretty hard.
For my village is scammers and killers from the struggle, and I can bet I'm the only team that could serve. Nigga, this for the homies I broke bread with, split a 50 when we was still on EBT.
So he says chink and he drops the M-bomb. Like, I was like, that is dope.
He did that. He did that.
Family ties. If I'm kindred today, baby King. Pray for the day when no brody's gonna eat. Tell the end the motto was buying me. I'm with the gang and we clicked up. We mobbing deep and y'all look like some shook ones. Like, rest of y'all suck my dick. Like, how my seed taste when I feel your hole on up. Like, I do this shit so my brothers don't gotta be busting their ass for no come up. Like, what? Bitch, I'm the one. I leave them tick. Like, they gotta stutter. Wait, just landed in Brooklyn.
He's on the East Coast now.
Oh yeah,
he's got that movement. He's got the movement.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I liked it that one. They caught me off guard too. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, dude. So Kai, the streamer.
Yeah.
He watched that. You should see his reaction.
Yeah.
He like literally he fell out of his chair. He said, "Wow." He's like, he's seen some shit and like people haven't seen this video.
It's funny how like all the other nationalities are like creeping up on like like black hip hop, I guess you could say, but hip hop is regional, it's national now. This is an oldie but a goodie.
You find yourself in front of that white boy from Michigan, and it ain't martial law. You're gonna see so much firing going on, you're gonna need more than a fire martial law. My soldiers are running your shit like the martial law. They gonna be like this white boy flipping when he brought that tech in and bullets started kicking like
He built like him too, like a stick.
He kind of is skinny, the motherfucker, ain't he? You said it's your cousin.
I am
Flesh.
What's up, nephew? I don't know what he's doing, dude.
Hold on.
I am flesh.
He said plash.
I told you the F and the P's and the B's and the V's and the L's and the R's.
He had to pull the pants up. You see, he had to pull the boy.
Yo, when he's going fast, it looks like his body's like trying to form into shape now.
Hey, if he keep that up, he ain't gonna look at that for too much longer. Yeah, he keep that shit up right there,
You might
boy.
start going doing burpees. Start hitting them burpees.
What if you know it's always messed up when you playing like when we playing like a game or something like that, and say you playing tile board and the fucking boss can heal.
Who I'm about to die? Shit. Wow. You healing so I'm healing. Nah, see, I'm just surprised because I ain't know you was a bitch. I'm a bitch. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Nah, that's mad disrespectful. It smell like bitch in here. No, because you healed like 10 times. But when I do it, it's a problem. Look at your health bar and look at mine. It's a problem when I do it. You heal back to 100%. Nah, bro. It's not even the second phase. If we being honest, a lot of that sound like excuses. To me, you the one sound like a bitch. Oh, me? I bet. Let me go do all these side quests. Go do the side quests. I'm going to come back and one-shot your bitch ass so that you can't heal. Spin back and how about that? To you?
2 hours later.
Oh, so you came back. You must really think them little side quests.
Hey, legit, that's how I be. I'm gonna come back and one shot your bitch ass. All right, this might have been your calling.
Float like a butterfly, sleep like a baby. And if you're having trouble falling asleep, then look no farther than Dr. Johnny Bones' sleep therapy. After my chiropractic business blew up, I knew it was time to start offering some new services. And that's when it hit me. If there's one thing I'm specifically gifted at, it's putting people to sleep. The world's more anxious than ever, and there's nothing more valuable than a solid night's rest. So I'm on call now 24/7, helping people get the rest they so desperately crave. Our most popular techniques are the Rockabye Baby, Circadian Circle, Snap Time, Shut Eye, and the Leota Machida. Sleep tight. Also, we just added a morning service to our menu. If you can't stop slapping snooze, I'm gonna start slapping you. Get your up. No matter what, each customer gets a shot of Ketone IQ so they can start their day off right. Ketone IQ is the best fuel source that money could buy. I use it every day to keep my mind sharp and my body fueled. So, whether you're working on your feet all day, crunching numbers at your desk, or putting people to sleep in the octagon, check out Ketone IQ for a science-backed fuel source that actually works. With Dr. John.
You missed your calling. Your dream job, putting people to sleep.
Nah.
Letter
I'm
A.
sorry from that.
Okay. Letter K. Right. Okay. That looks weird. Letter H. How can you turn letters into something? Yeah, that never even crossed my mind.
I didn't notice until they did the reveal.
Yep. Letting you go, I was just letting you.
Oh, that's why I was like, boop.
You wasn't playing when you said the females are ruthless. Y'all females are ruthless, man. That's messed up. All right, so cut here. Let me load up what we got for today. On Steam. So if you have the game on Steam and again Windows Live, it was removed. So I guess you can only play it on Windows Live. I'm not really sure. So Street Fighter X Tekken recently had games for Windows Live option removed on Steam, reportedly making the game unable to play online after users being unable to access their saved games. However, now you can access DLC you purchased, which you couldn't do previously, but now you can't go online. So it's like I can play the game by myself with DLC, but now I can't go online. Other Capcom games are not in the fighting game genre yet. Got quite similar update, which removed games from Windows Live support and will like Lost Planet, Street Fighter X Tekken has had various updates through the years and has added their high quality games, logos, banners, artwork, etc., etc. They're saying during an interview back in April, Street Fighter 6 producer said that they asked Capcom if they had any more games that they were looking to put into compilation, like the recent games, and Capcom still hasn't many fighting games that could do. So you could be getting a re-release of Street Fighter X
There was a
Tekken.
game on there I called Shadow on. He didn't even want to play. Pac-Man.
On what?
I said, yo.
The fat guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that's Mega Man.
No, Mega Man's still dope. But like, dude, when was the last time a Mega Man movie came out? Or a game? No.
On Street Fighter X Tekken, the Mega Man in the game is the fat guy from the original cover, the original like game.
Oh, okay.
And I think Pac-Man is a playable character, but I'm not quite sure. But basically, I know a lot of people love them some Street Fighter X Tekken. I don't know who's still playing. I don't know what's going on with that community, but it looks like you cannot play online at the moment until some kind of update happens, which kind of sucks. But I mean, play Street Fighter 6. You know what I'm saying? So Street Fighter got some clothing with Elena coming out. The DLC got their DLC moves number 3. So the video wasn't playing, so I'll try to play video now. You're probably not gonna be able to hear it because last time you guys told me you couldn't hear it, but I'll put it on now.
See? That's the controller.
Oh, little Turtle Beach. That's the one you've been working at?
And this is the one I got to send back. Because this stupid freaking button.
All right, let's see here. Can't hear it, but we can watch.
Fancy.
I actually like Terry's clothes better than his original clothes.
He always looks the same.
But you know, I don't really like changeable clothes, but Terry's clothes look dope. And Bison looks dope too. He looks like some kind of crazy Russian with his big ass jacket on.
Huh. Ooh.
And he's got like the his face got the scars that are lighting up too.
Oh, so you know Tekken released a pair of Nike foams, like foams.
Yeah, just like the ones you can wear in
For Tekken, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, this looks like a Bulls jersey, don't it? Look like a Rodman jersey or something.
Yeah, I thought I was like a damn Bulls jersey.
Yeah.
No, but that freaking the shoe, right? The shoe I don't like, but I like the box. And the shoe came out over the summer, right? In June or July summer, and the shoe was like what, 180? And I guess there's only a certain amount. There's people on there selling that thing for $1,500 right now. And I said, I was like, you wanted to sell the box? I'll buy the box because the box looked dope.
Wait, so I can sell the box for just as much as I can buy the shoe for it. Damn.
Pretty much.
I don't like this outfit on mine. I don't like it.
What
do you think about it? What do you think about it?
That's Chun-Li, isn't it?
No, that's mine.
Are you sure?
She has a fan. Yes. And she's doing flame stuff. That's definitely mine. And here's Elena's costume, which is Elena's costume is okay.
Okay, you know what? The way Shadow has her right now, it's pretty much she's like in a bikini top in a thong. That's how I was like, that's how.
Oh, that's her original costume.
I said that's how you tricking these little kids, huh? They get all excited they see a half naked girl in a video game. They're over there cocooning it themselves, you know.
I mean, listen, I get excited myself, and I'm a grown ass man, so I don't know.
I don't get excited no more.
Anyways, I think Terry is the big winner out of this outfit gang, and Bison actually looks pretty good as well, though. We did get a little bit of article. I'm not gonna go over the entire Street Fighter update because that is a lot, and that'll have to be its own separate video because it's a pretty big patch. Not a lot happened. Basically, Ryu is really good, and let's not go to that next. Let's head over to Fatal Fury, where there's a bunch of balance patches going through, but I also got a big combo video that I wanted to go through a little bit of because some of these are like the new combos or whatever the case is for the game. I've been playing this character a little bit too. So that's what? 60% health, something like that. There's your girl. Oh, not the double dive. Bouncy, bouncy.
Her back must hurt.
Bro, that's another 60% right there. Well, mine. Yikes.
Watch, she's gonna be king of the hill.
Okay, okay. Show me something. Show me something. Okay, I'm gonna steal that one. I'm gonna steal that one. Yo, Tizok, like he should be so much better than he is, but okay, whatever. Let's see what he got. Okay, okay. How much damage? How much damage? How much damage?
It's going high, bro.
Yeah, these must be all like 60%, 50% damage. This is way more 50%. Ah, fuck this character. Getting in the corner with Billy Kane is the worst.
I tried using him.
He's very good in this game. He's hard though. Damn, that's hella damage. There goes Shadows. Okay. Okay. Oh, I do not want Shadow to see this. I'm glad he's not here. I'm glad he's not here. I'm glad he's not here. Oh, Don Juan. Shit. He didn't even do a super. What a level. Gotcha. Okay. 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 Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I fought against him earlier.
Bro, can't nobody do this shit. Yeah, I gotta run that one back.
If you have the correct button layout, you can.
He just did some crazy shit. Something like that. Hold on. We're normal. We're good all the way up until like. I'll show you later. All that booty. These are our corner combos too. Oh, you know this shit gonna hurt. They are doing about the same amount of damage. I really want to know what his high damage shit is. I really want to see this.
I played Leo earlier too. What his ass. He was mad.
Huh.
く聞けよ。これが最後に聞く声だ。
Nobody cares about this bitch. What? That's crazy. Yo, they say this is the person who ruined the game. Ronaldo.
Yo, man, this FIFA was a couple months ago.
I don't see nobody playing Ronaldo online either. Bro, he's just kicking him with the ball? What the fuck? Why did they take so long? Didn't see him breathe. All right, Terry, see what you got. All right, the Fury City of the Wolves, version 1.1.7 patch. It's really easy. It's only 3 pages, so they are consistently patching the game, but it's not like they're doing big patches. They're like fixing little things. They fixed arcade style for B Janet. Players performing a recreational rev blow with this would often lose an exchange. So basically, they made that better so it would exchange with characters if it hit at the same time. Expanded the hurt box of the move and quickened startup of the second part of the move. For Hataru, oh, this is good. His tension light, change attack from 4 to 5 frames. Ew. They're trying to make him fair. I don't like that at all. Also, they reduced his travel distance, which is okay, I guess. Not really, man. Also, for arcade style, for his Nippon jump, reduce the travel distance. Counter state will now apply during the movement. Okay. Nimpo punch, expanded the hurt box, expanded the push box. Change frame data from 27 to 5 frames. Okay, I like that. Shit. I was negative 25, now I'm negative 5. I was negative 27, I'm negative 5. I'll take that. Increase pushback distance, command combo, and now active when you first part hits. His Zetsu Hishokin, reduce pushback distance on block. Thank you, because a lot of times when you're doing stuff with Hoko Tamaru, like you'll miss because he'll just be out of distance. His magic step reverted to cancel frames. So, because yeah, they say you can cancel from this move, but it's not really a good move to cancel from. So I'm down with that all day. Let's see what else we got here. She got a issue resolved where the move wouldn't function under certain conditions. Her last Theron. T-Zoc, Icarus Crash, removed a situation where he was activate unintentionally. His active Typhoon resolved a counter state would not apply during his movement. B Jana, we just saw the Hind, resolved a counter state where she wouldn't move. Kevin, his far light kick resolved an issue where he could execute it from unintended distances. So he has some serious range. Akamaru, we just talked about it, resolved issue where he wouldn't slip through on one of his moves. Let's see here. Mai's normal throw. Your rev meter would not recover after a throw, so that's good. They fixed that shit. Good for Mai. Also for Mai. Why does the screen keep moving? Also for Mai. Her Shinobi Bachi move wouldn't come out on certain input timings. I think you actually said that. Like I did the shit and it wouldn't come out. So
yeah, it was weird. Like her moves, like it was like bits and pieces of like missing. I'm like, yo, I don't want to use her because it just didn't feel right.
Yeah, they're fixing the game, so thank God for that. Billy Kane, his high dodge attack, possible to dodge different from other characters, so they fixed it. That's a nerf for him because he's super powerful. Dong Juan with the Dong Juan, his Kurisan Fixed the move where the move would travel unintended distances when active under certain conditions. So yeah, he's kind of cheap. His normal throw, Salvatore's normal throw, resolved issue on whiff was shorter than other characters. Yo, so Salvatore's throw was actually shorter than other characters' throw. That's cheap. Cheap as fuck. Sometimes when you do your replays, like it doesn't play out the same way that the match intended, so they fixed that. They're fixing that, should I say. Other changes, PF5, they added V-Sync toggle because the not the framing, but the syncing from the controller to the game playing was a big problem on PS5. We already said this before. If you got the PS5 version or the Xbox version, you go use the Xbox One and PS4 version because that actually is the better, superior version for right now. Trials. If you use SPG in position and training mode, the trial mode menu would pause. Oh yeah, Shadow's actually having that. So Shadow uses his Xbox controller on PlayStation, and he couldn't reset the game because he was using the button for another button when he was trying to record a move. Gallery, they fixed that. And the EOST, the game may crash in certain stages. That's not good. That's like their story mode, which is not really a story. I started playing a little bit, but it's I'm not gonna lie, it's a little trash. It's kind of trash.
I think that's why I haven't been on it.
The story mode is not very good. I mean, but it doesn't need to be very good, but it's not very good. It's not very good. All right, so yeah, that's it for Fatal Fury. Game keeps getting better and better. I'm not dying in one fell swoop, so that's all good. Have you given up on it?
I haven't really even gotten on it yet because let's see, I got like 7 or 8 games that's just like I told you, I ran out of my main drive. It's at 0 bytes to where I couldn't even download or update my freaking Discord. I was like, wow.
Yeah, man. Like really, the next thing for the next system of games is the fact just having enough space to put them all on the freaking game, right?
Dude, I got a 64 terabyte thumb drive right there. Okay.
I still gotta see that in person, but yeah. So let's get into the game everybody wants to talk about, and that would be Marvel Tokan. You seen the trailer already?
I saw what Maximilian was doing.
All right, let's watch the trailer, and I have thoughts. There's 2 trailers actually, so here you go.
Yeah, watch that. I'm gonna grab a drink. It's hot up in here. I don't know why.
自由のために戦う。さあ、お手並み拝見といこう。君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシール。俺様の名はスターロード。胸に刻んでおきな。覚悟しやがれ。シュートベルト。シュートサラミ。イーストロスリーのスペシャルメニューをお見舞いするな。
English, my fault, English.
So it is a 4v4 tag fighting game that's not named Marvel vs. Capcom. So the guys who made this are the same guys that are behind Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Fighters. Did you get any of those games? Guilty Gear. You know about Guilty Gear.
Yeah, but I got Dragon Ball right here, but I never played it.
Yeah, so they made those games and they kind of function like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 a little bit. So, but the thing about this game is it's going to be either a 4v4 or you're going to be one character that's gonna have 4 characters for assists. So we don't exactly know how it's gonna work, but it's Arc System Works, so they're gonna make good games. It's gonna be a good experience. The big thing is everybody was expecting this to be Marvel versus Capcom and it's not. So one more video, and then I want to get your thoughts on what you're thinking of the game, how it looks, what do you think it looks like, and everything like that. And the developer spotlight. I have another video coming out later on this week, and that nobody's actually talked about. I'm gonna talk to you about my thoughts, but I'm gonna put the video out probably tomorrow. So here's the developer talk.
Tire brand. That's the only thing I got to add to Jap wise.
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアークの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして、
Exactly.
いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりし
So
た。
he's one of the head producers over at Arksys.
しましたね。で、世界的
He's actually been over Guilty Gear for a lot of years. BlazBlue was their first game not before they made Guilty Gear, but BlazBlue was their first game as Arksys, and he was actually one of the producers on that. So he's been around for a long time.
You know what? I want to see these guys play the game, actually.
Huh?
I want to see them play the game.
Oh, they can play. Oh, Arksys guys, they play the game. They'll beat your ass.
有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安。
Because you know all these like up and coming fighting game studios are fans of fighting games that just wanted to get in. They're not like people they've been in it for a while, but you know there's only like
okay, but tell me why, if these were all fighting gamers, why is there still problems?
With what?
Like, just look at all the little dumb things they're fixing on Tekken right now.
Well, I mean that's a big story on Tekken. I mean we can talk about Tekken coming up next, but I mean there's developments. I mean you could be the greatest fighting game player in the world, but development of the game is a different situation. But we'll talk about it next on Tekken.
もあり。
The inspiration for working on this project really came from...
No, that's Miss Marvel. But they're gonna say that they gave them like free way to do what they want to do. So that's actually Iron Man, but he looks like a freaking like a mech or something.
Towerborn.
Huh?
Looks like a character off Towerborn.
But he looks like a mech. He looks like a freaking Gundam or whatever like that. They gave him that real Asian inspired like Eastern design.
In place of pure fandom, and one.
So this guy is senior producer for PlayStation Studios.
I'm gonna say why
PlayStation Studios makes like PlayStation exclusives. So this is technically it's coming out on PC, but it's technically a PlayStation game.
Isn't PlayStation?
And you know why it's PlayStation game? Because it's based out of Japan right now, and
well, I mean,
Xbox.
They paid for it. Like it's quite literally their game development studio.
And you know why they're doing this, right?
Why?
Because man, freaking ever since Microsoft bought freaking Activision, like there goes the neighborhood, you know. PlayStation got worried. They're like, oh man, are they gonna give us the game? Are we gonna be able to play on PlayStation? Like.
Well, you know, PlayStation did buy PlayStation. They didn't buy Evo, but they're the biggest shareholder in the Evo, so they actually own Evo for the most part. So I mean, I think this was like a power play for them. But I want you to listen closely because I hear something that a lot of people don't hear, and I want to know if you hear it. I'm gonna just let it run though, okay?
PlayStation approached us with
this guy is the guy from Marvel, so he's a part of Marvel Games. Have a studio. PlayStation, of course, has their own studio, and then they all reached out to the guys from Arksys to make the game. So I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't want to influence what you're gonna hear.
What? If I didn't get my surgery and I took that job at Warner Brothers, I would have been on the MK1 roster.
I want you.
That
I
would've
want.
been great.
I want you to tell me what you think about this. What everything they're saying.
Working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and they're just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。まあ話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、まあ何がまずいのかなっていろいろこうやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと。
When Ark looks at these Marvel characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
まあ今回4対4というまあ革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習。
What's up?
Is that some of the old stages right there? The maps?
No, all this is brand new. Nothing from the Marvel vs. Capcom has been reused.
So they're not okay. So they're not reusing any of it. Okay.
They're not. No, this is another company, another thing.
しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
So what are your thoughts? I am super excited to see what you think.
That's why I was asking. I was like, yeah, is it the same, like, you know, the levels?
Capcom is not a part of this at all.
Well, I know that, but I'm just trying to see if they're making this all from scratch or, you know.
Like I said, Capcom. So Capcom is the original developer for Marvel's Capcom, Capcom Superheroes, all those older games that we used to play back in the 90s and the 2000s.
Yeah.
Anything that was Marvel Superheroes, all that stuff.
You know, do you hear that part when he said they're trying to be at the forefront again?
But okay, I'm gonna get to it. You're hinting at something that I want to talk about with you. But basically, tag fighting games was invented by Capcom, basically.
Yeah,
and they did it with
it was like their tag. And dude, you know, I remember when you know, everybody that played this game for the first time back in the day in the arcade, it's like, you know, dude, I remember when I first
Street Fighter versus Marvel Superheroes was crazy, right?
Yeah, but so like when I was playing, I was like, how do you tag?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody get a tag mechanic exactly. So they've done 1v1, they've done 2v2, they've done 3v3, and now they're gonna do 4v4 some kind of way, which is crazy.
Well, yeah, that's what they're saying. Like, because you know, you see that they already got their beta test. They're testing out because it's like now they're sitting here trying to figure out how they can maximize it because this game drew crowds. Besides, like, you know, when I go to the arcade, and of course, you know, I got Tekken on a big screen there compared to Virtual Fighter. You know, like, yeah, you know, that Virtual Fighter in the corner. Just like, yo, you guys go over there. But this is, Marvel vs. Capcom was the only, and Mortal Kombat as well, but these were the only games that came, not just the regular, you know, the arcade, just, these are the ones that came on the big screens.
So everybody was expecting this game, but they were expecting it from Capcom. But it appears that Sony went to Marvel and was like, hey, we want to make basically like a Marvel vs. Capcom game. And I'm guessing for whatever reason, they didn't want Capcom to make it?
You know, that's something that's going to surface here soon, probably when the game comes out, because someone's going to come leak it. Someone's going to be like, oh, the reason why we're not involved. And you know what? Who knows? They might try to cross it. They might be like, yo, let's throw a monkey wrench in their plans.
I mean, it could be, but from the outside looking in, my personal opinion, and what I'm going to make a video on later, it seems like Marvel didn't want Capcom to make the game. Like, it seems like Marvel's kind of like low-key being shady to Capcom.
How many characters was
low-key
in
like, they low-key like, fuck you, Capcom.
Yeah, but how many characters?
Don't get me wrong. I think Arc System Works, amazing company. They make amazing games. I don't think they're a part of it. And I think Sony, my personal opinion, I think Sony went to Marvel and was like, yo, we want to make Marvel's Capcom 4. And then Marvel was and Marvel was like, fuck no, we're not fucking with Capcom.
I remember when I first saw this game and I saw, like, you know, this dude that played Tekken, like, with me back in the day. He was playing it, and I think it was like you're able to have 3. It was 3 people, on your side. So I remember him playing it. I remember the first character I saw was Spider-Man. He just did that combo, and I was like, he used Spider-Man, Wolverine, and he had Mega Man.
Oh yeah, that's one of the teams. But check it out. So okay, if I want you to listen to this guy from Marvel, right? I want you to listen what he says, and listen to him talk as if he doesn't like Capcom, because nobody ever says Capcom's name, but they say some slick shit. Listen.
やりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car, mixed with a...
is from Japan to the world and really trying to take not just the
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ
family rivalry, right?
What is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now,
Capcom's from Japan though.
So that's what I'm saying. It could be like so they like
you've seen TIE fighters that have
you see all the guys, okay? It's not just a whole Japanese squad. Like you know this dude does not live in Japan. He don't look like the type. He
actually lives in Japan and has been. He's been with Capcom for I want to say like 7 years, and he currently lives in Japan. I looked them up, but listen to what they're saying real quick.
3v2, 3v3, we felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
まあ今回4対4というまあ革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で、4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here. What people? Nobody thought this would happen because they thought it would be Marvel vs. Capcom. But anyways, hold on, wait.
You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and
a lot of fighting games never get to experience this level of production. Now, mind you, that's the Marvel guy. They made all their fighting games with Capcom. Is that not a maybe I'm overreacting. But it sounds like
there's something there that we just don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like he's like jab shotting Capcom a little bit.
Well, that's why we call it dry hating, because it's like, yo, it's like a cheap shot.
That's what I'm saying. Anyways, but I'm pretty sure some stuff will come out. This is cool, and this game is gonna have rollback, and this will be a good old school game to play.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat. Fatality.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is...
The funny thing about this shot is, Nude Sabat is just Ed Boon and this guy's name backwards, right? So literally you're looking at Noob Sabat.
Is an expression of who
Tobias something and Ed Boon.
We were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
So that's coming out on everything. But the thing that's really cool about it is that we're gonna get. It says it right here. So we're gonna get Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 plus more. So we could even get, I don't even know, maybe MK9, maybe.
XL. They might do that. Who knows? It could probably be a series of them.
I mean, because these are all the old school games, so I don't think they would. So it says Mortal Kombat.
Which one?
MK2, MK3, MK4 came out on, I think 64. I want to say, And MK3 Ultimate was the one where everybody's running chat. And it says and more. So that doesn't. So I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if the remaster is gonna be on here because the big thing that everybody wants to play is a Mortal Kombat 9 remaster, right? I think that could be his own game, but it could be on here too. So I don't know.
Watch it just be a big old bundle deal.
But the fact that you're gonna be able to play this online and it's gonna be like a ranked thing for like old school MK. Oh, this is gonna be like. I've only ever played this on like my Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Or like my Sega Saturn or whatever the case is. And and the movie's gonna be coming out too, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like clocked in when the movie comes out.
I think they're just, you know what? They're now kind of going a little over their heads with it.
I mean, well, they can't put out another Mortal Kombat game because like it's too soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for them to end it the way they did and just.
Well, it's not over. It's just, I mean, it's
not
over.
But I'm saying, you know, it might be. Watch, like I said, there's gonna be a surprise because there's something, you know.
I don't know. I think this might be the surprise. I would be happy if this is not the surprise. There's something else. Don't get me wrong. Universe, please let there be something else. But
watch them like release that right, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's MK2.
Collection announced. Although MK1 may be done getting new content, there's something else on the way for Mortal Kombat fans, especially fans of the classic titles. NetherRealm Studios and Digital Eclipse just announced the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. The MK collection is said to be over 20 titles. If it's 20 titles, that means we're going to get to play the 3D games. Now, if they put the 3D games on there, and they're bad games, they're not really good games, but they're like, but they're from like the regular PlayStation and like the OG Xbox, but they're like just.
You already saw the title says remastered, so.
And it didn't say remastered. That's what I said. I said I would hope it would be remastered, but if I just get them, I'll be happy. I'm not gonna lie.
The original Mortal Kombat 2. I don't know if the graphics can get any better because that was, all that was done on a green screen.
Yeah, of course, right? It was on the same arcade board or whatever. They probably want to keep that the same way it was.
I think they're just trying to keep that just for it's that the original value because they're gonna be looking at like it's crazy like they got PSA which is like these people that's pulling these cards and you can get it graded and I'm talking about they don't just look at the card, it's like they dissect the card almost. And I was like and they send the card back to you and if it if your grade is a 10, that's a perfect card. And bro, I'm telling you, the price goes up like quadruple 5 times price.
If I can get all the MK games on one disc and play online, that's definitely worth it to me. I'm take my money. Shut up and take my money. There, of course, the original arcade version of Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3, UMK 3, and Mortal Kombat 4, but they're going to the extra mile to include the console and handheld versions and titles too. So you'll get to play the either console version, the handheld title, or the actual arcade version of the game. That means that we're going Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Boy, Game Gear, and more home versions of Mortal Kombat that'll each show somehow offer to play online, which is crazy that they're going to be playing online. They aren't stopping there.
That's what's kind of weird.
Yeah, right, because these games didn't have online back in the day. And they aren't stopping there either, since Digital Eclipse is also adding the Game Boy Advance, the collection to Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Oh my God, really? Okay, I didn't see that part. So with Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, Deadly Alliance is making it. That's a 3D game. Okay, so and apparently there's even more games that they aren't just announcing yet. Like I said, if they put MK9 like the remaster in it, it'll be crazy. On top of the games, Digital Eclipse is also including interactive documentaries featured with co-creators Ed Boon and John Tobias, aka Noob Sabat, as well as dozens of other developers, actors, fans, and Mortal Kombat experts and more. Since the classic Mortal Kombat games are full of hidden secrets, all the developers will be including a way to get all the secrets. Oh, snap. For old school gamers like me and you know there's secrets that we still haven't seen in the game. You remember you could put the code in at the beginning of the match and you can get some secret stuff? I do actually want to know what the hell that was about.
But everybody knows the OG, triple OG game when it came to passwords, all right? Contra.
I mean, yeah, but you know, MK did it well as well.
MK had, I remember when it was on Super Nintendo, I believe there was all kinds of Easter eggs. Like, you know, you just, but the thing is, back then when you and I were playing this, it's not like we had a cell phone and we're like, oh yeah,
Yeah, we
just
didn't,
go
we
Google
didn't,
it.
we didn't know. We just accidentally did it, you know.
And the thing is, like, yo, we wanted, like I say, I'm at the arcade, so there's no downtime, there's no, you know, a guidebook, so I'm sitting there just watching other players play and just
exactly.
hopefully I can pick up on it.
This wasn't the only big fighting game announcement out of State of Play. They also had Marvel Tokon, which we talked about. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is set to release 2025 for the PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One Series X, and app. So confirmed, we know that's going to be on there. MK, MK2, MK3, UMK, Mortal Kombat 4, the arcade version, Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alignments 2002 for the Game Boy. I don't know if that means we're going to get 3 versions. That means we're getting the Game Boy version and MK Tournament Edition 2003. We'll have to see what other games get released with it.
I like Air Force Mario Kart.
All right, and finally, there was a balance update that came out. A patch came out for Tekken. So let's see what the heck be your friend in that.
Who, Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle's cool. Tekken Season 2 version 2.02 patch notes. It's been a few months since Tekken 2 released the less than stellar response, and they've been steadily updating the game. Developers already laid out their plans to make their adjustments for the first time around, and now we can see the specific changes in the characters' impact. Adjusting the heat timer. We were playing last night, man, and you did a heat engager, and like you're not usually after you pop heat, like you just automatically get the hit. You can sidestep that shit like crazy now.
It's you know what they can do, like, you know, I was telling Shadow earlier, I said, hey, I was like, dude, Tekken Tag 2, like when I used paw and I used to do my sidestep.
Yeah.
Literally, so okay, so the sidestep on Tekken Tag 2, you literally go, you know, a quarter around them. On this one, we're getting almost like half that, okay? Not even like the full amount, because usually you can just tap up twice and just sidestep, and guess what? Boom, you're already on the side of them.
I mean, it's definitely better now because like you definitely were like sidestepping the shit out of my ass last night.
Well, that's, you know, shout out to Kaiser. Thank you for that, because he's like, you ever sidestep? I was like, oh, let me try that. And I said it's sidestep, just it ain't the same like how it used to be, because usually I could just tap and boom, it's like I'm Houdini, just, you know, going around in circles. That's why Law was so fun to use back in the day, because he's so quick and you know, just his movement. And same goes for King. Like King, you know, I got King sidestep, but that sidestep I cancel it most of the time, but you already know what that leads to. It's the, you know, the grab that everybody hates.
Yeah. The adjustments to the heat timer was already done. The consumption and tracking, which we were just talking about, the tracking of the heat smash, which is not as good as it used to be.
You know, I don't know. Like the tracking on this game is probably one of the big issues, because like, you know, look what happened when I was playing you yesterday. Like I got my back, okay, facing your back, and I'm sitting totally swinging the other way. I'm like, yeah. What am I swinging at? Casper the Friendly Ghost? Like,
yeah. But I mean, but before the tracking would definitely hit you, but now it's definitely better than it was.
Well, that's why I like my character, because, you know, all I got to do is just hold number 3 down, and guess what? She does her little low, you know, her little low sweep kick.
So this update changes for Alyssa, Anna, Asuka, Azucena, Brian, Claudio, Double Jin, Dragunov, Eddie, Fang, Harong, Jack 8, Jin, Kazuya, Kuma Panda, Lars, Law, Lee, Leroy, Lily, Paul Reyna, Shaheen, Steve, Victor, Jahai, and Yoshimitsu and Zafina. So pretty much all the peoples. Let's see, patch notes. The ability to download replays will no longer be available after the patch, of course, because they always do that. Super Ghost Battles, they updated Super Ghost Battles. They added more stuff into the Tekken shop. Karate Kid is a thing if you want to go check it out. Tekken Fight Lounge got new Tekken Ghost Battles. You can win. You win cosmetics when you beat them, right?
No. Well, it depends. Like if you're in the Tekken world,
yeah, the Tekken like the lounge or whatever.
Yeah, the lounge. You go in there and there's like special things you can do. Like, it's a hit or miss. Like sometimes, like, you don't know where you want to start. Like look at Towerborn. They just added a gauntlet for us because right before that we had the trials, and now it's just like they're adding so much. I was like, okay, and now am I gonna get overwhelmed and be like, yo, my car barely fits in here?
Tekken Ghost battles are a thing. They have Ghost showdowns at the moment. They said that for more details, the command battle, action feedback, please refer to the in-game help. There's a new wait on standby and lounge, so you can wait on standby. That's pretty cool. 5 special ghosts of characters. So yeah, you can play the ghost batters. What did they change in ranked? Rank point. Specific update. In a rank match, after rank change occurs, the system will now compare both the rank point change based on the rank at the time of the match. The change based on the current rank after the rank shift. The more favorable outcome will be applied. So you'll get more if you update, you'll get more if you like were on a streak or something like that, basically. Previously, even if players were matched at the same rank, and difference in rank would cause the match result could lead to a higher rank player earning fewer points for a win and losing more points for a loss in a rematch. This is exactly what you guys were talking about. When you're talking about, oh, you playing these guys and they're lower ranked.
That's what Shadow was saying. That's what Shadow was saying. He's like, yo, man. He's like, you're not doing it right.
he's like, I'm playing these lower ranked guys and they're not giving me any points. I'm not getting any points. So you can actually like level up just for winning, I guess. So basically, higher ranked players earning fewer points for a win and losing more points for a loss. Discourages matches. This update aims to mitigate that. So yeah. So you don't lose your whole ass if you lose to like somebody who's lower ranked, basically. All right, let's go Alyssa through Safina. Alyssa, during Heat, just did tracking. So I'm guessing that's going to be for everybody. Anna, during Heat, reduced the tracking. Anna, during Heat, adjusted the tracking. And Anna, the consumption of the remaining heat is changed from 240 to 300. Oh, man. So your heat drains faster now. Gotcha. I think that's going to be kind of everybody. Increased recovery time of her Chaos Judgment. Asuka, adjusted heat tracking, adjusted heat tracking, adjusted heat tracking. Okay, gotcha. Azucena, adjusted the heat tracking. Brian, adjusted the hitbox has been expanded downward, elevating stance for whiffing. Oh, so it's harder to whiff now for if you're Brian. Adjusted heat tracking. All right. Claudio, his attack that goes forward, 3-2. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate unintended occurrences of hitting an opponent behind you. I didn't know that even happened. The point of recovery, the time blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. They buffing this motherfucker. And the advantage on block has been changed from plus 14 to plus 12. Oh, that's a nerf. and the tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Claudio, attack hitbox has been reduced. Claudio, the attack hitbox has been reduced. And Claudio, the attack hitbox has been reduced. In practice mode, the correct issue where frame advantage was not shown will accurately be shown now. Devil Jin, consumption of remaining heat is not up to 300 from 180. That's crazy, bro. Yo, they want the heat to go just bye-bye. So yeah, Devil Jin, his consumption was at a negative 180. Now it's at negative 300. So that thing is going to go zoop. Dragon off. Hitbox has been expanded downward so he can be, so it's harder for him to whiff against opponents with low stance. Eddie adjusted the tracking properties. Fang adjusted tracking properties. Fang changed opponent's behavior upon hit and counter for his back 4-2. Okay. Fang's Quarter circle 1 damage has been changed from 20 to 18. Yes. Nerf the fuck out of Fang. I don't give a fuck. Quarter circle 2 has also been nerfed from negative 12 to what? 14? Negative 14. Okay, that scared me for a minute there. All right, Hoang. Hoang down 3+4. Behavior on counter hit has been aligned to make normal. Jack during heat, adjusted tracking. Jin, adjusted tracking. Jin 214, change opponent's behavior upon counter hit. So that is a nerf for Jin. I am down with that. And his up 1 expanded the hurt box, eliminating a situation where he would attack and it would whiff. So that's good for people playing against Jin. Kazuya, adjusted tracking. And also his devil form on hit for his up forward 1-3. Reduce the amount of heat time recovery from 120 to 30. Whoa. 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 Okay. Kuma and Panda adjusted the tracking, fixed an issue where unintended behavior would occur, performing an action facing the opponent. I think we went through some of that like the last patch. Lars adjusted tracking and made the consumption more. Lars just keeps getting hit. Lars also down forward 1, 2, 3. Increased the recovery time by 2 frames. Recovery time third increased by 1 frame. Increased the recovery time on block. Oh man, 3 frames and advantage on block was -8. Now it's -12. They said we finna shit on Lars all day. I love it. 4-4-4-1. Opponent recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 3 frames. Lars changing the opponent's behavior on counter hit. Also, Lars, he got a buff. So when he's doing his down forward down moves, when he's going into his it says the collision detection with his opponent makes more difficult to slip under floating opponents by extending the collision upwards. Okay, so he gets the hit instead of doing some kind of cancel move, which would make him go under the opponent. Law, change the opponent's behavior on counter hits. So that's good during his charge move, his dragon charge. Adjust the timing of transition from jumping specifically in different states. Lee changed the damage from 9-9 to 9-12 on his back 3-3. His back 4 damage. Lee's getting buffed. His Wild Rising got buffed. He got more power now. During heat, the damage went from 37 to 40. His 1-2-2-3. His distance was enhanced, so he can get the hit. So the second hit goes off. These are all big buffs. Lee got buffed. Lee is the only winner right now in this patch. Leo got nerfed again. The consumption from 300 to 4. From 300 to 450, consumption remaining heat has been changed from 300 to 450. That's a big hit. Leroy, adjust the tracking properties so that the follow-up attacks no longer track if the opponent whiffs the first hit. All right, we got this one. And this is the last page. Lily got a buff. Man, why? There's no point in that. Tracking capability of the second hit when enhanced. Landing the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiff midway through the move when she does her 3-2 move. Also in the 3-2 move, the tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced when landing. So if you hit the first hit, you get the second hit instead of whiffing it. Paul, here's your boy Paul. Paul, during heat, he got nerfed. Opponent recovery time was reduced by 2 frames. So the block has been changed from -12 to -14. Paul, his quarter circle 2 has also been nerfed. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 7 frames. Jesus. So advantage on block has been changed from -6 to -13. Yes, get in there. Also, Paul, his forward to 1+2. Consumption of remaining heat changed from 240 to 300, and changed the damage from 1436 to 1431. So he has a little bit more, little less damage. It's not. So it's a nerf, but it's not really a nerf. During heat is 1+2. When inputting it during heat while crouching down diagonal, 1+2 correction issues for the first starter incorrectly set to 15. It has been fixed and is now 14. So that's one less frame you got on that move. Also changed opponent's behavior on hit to his deep dive. Reyna got nerfed. Adjusted tracking. Her other move is just tracking. Yeah, Reyna's got hella tracking. Steve got nerfed. Adjusted tracking so that follow-ups no longer track the opponent when it whiffs. This is his heat, of course. Victor adjusted tracking. Xiaohai adjusted tracking. Xiaohai. The consumption of the remaining heat went from 300 to 450. Dude, she got the Leo treatment. That's crazy. Yoshimitsu adjusted tracking. Yoshimitsu as well adjusted the consumption from -90 to -210. Lord have mercy. So after Yoshimitsu does his heat and Kincho, which is his 2, then 1+2, the consumption of the remaining heat goes super quick from -90 to -210. Yikes. Zafina adjusted tracking. She also, the health consumption has been changed from 18 to 10 when she does her 4 1+2. So, okay, that's good. That's good for her. Down floor 1+2 on hit or block. Health consumption is changed from 18 to 10, but you still get it. Her down forward 4, then 1 health consumption change. So this has to do with her health consumption. So she has some moves where she gets health back or she gets life back from positive play. She gets part of her bar back. You know what that's called, the chip stuff. Also with Zvina with Anathema and Scarecrow stance, the consumption of the remaining heat has been changed from 300 to 450. She also gets the Leo nerf. All right. Basically, everybody's tracking got nerfed. So
when I was playing yesterday, it was just like, no, we played 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And the movement, like, you can tell like they adjusted it because, you know, it's a lot quicker. But like I said, it's not like how Tekken Tag was. Like, you get
everybody's tracking moves got nerfed, and after you do a move in heat, everybody's heat timer is going to go super quick. That's basically what happened in this patch. So we'll see what it does. We'll play some more Tekken 8, and we'll give you guys an update. That's it for me. 2-man crew. We'll cut every time the Echo was snoring, and that's gonna be it.
Hey, I got up at what time? I forgot what time I got up. She's already out. Look at that. She's been sleeping this whole time.
Well, we do got to get on some Towerborn, and we do got to get on some Street Fighter. I'm very excited to get on Street Fighter tomorrow. I got some other plans going on too. So me and Shadow will probably be playing Street Fighter, and we'll probably be playing some. We might need to play Towerborn on the other channel. We haven't opened the other channel yet. It's already open. We haven't used it in a while. The main menu page. So I might play Towerborn on the main menu page. We'll see what happens with that. Definitely plans for Street Fighter this week, and probably some more Guilty Gear. So, what about yourself? What you gonna play? What you gonna try? You gonna stay on the lunchbox with us?
You know what? I'm liking the feel of it. It's I'm gonna go do some research on it because honestly, dude, for these things go for like the cheapest I saw was like $80-$90. Most expensive is like $300.
Mine was like $400, yeah.
Yo, yours is a special edition one because honestly you can't go find a hitbox like that right now because when you picked yours up, they also had the lever one and I wanted that really bad.
Yeah.
But that was going for like $450-$500. Now you'd be lucky to even find that. You'd be lucky to even find one in the States.
Yeah.
Because I think what they did was they just made just some for testing.
It was a CEO. So the actual company Hitbox was there. So
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
buy it off secondhand. It was actually from Hitbox itself, the company.
That's why I was like, man, it would have been great.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got my Pearl and so I'm gonna take. So right now, sucks for Koreans, like how they lost to Pakistan. But dude, like the Korean levers, I don't really don't know what to say about them.
Well, I did
But
play
Nobi's lever is pretty dope.
I did play some Steve this morning before I went to work and everything, and I did find some new cheat stuff. So definitely tomorrow.
You see what I mean? I told you he's got some different moves. Like it gets on my nerves.
It's not. He doesn't have anything different. He really doesn't. He just has he's got something that could be he's got a new vortex, I think.
Well, I'm telling you, so these Steves I've been fighting, usually I would just go in and just do my stuff, right? And I'm done. No, now it's like, I try to go hit him, whatever, and they'll it's like a duck and dodge, and they'll hit me with the uppercut or something, and I'm just like mad after that. I was like, you just interrupted my string. I was like, all right, now you can get your ass kicked. Then I try, and I'm like, what did they do to this character?
He's got some stuff, but it's nothing really. It's just they actually took away some of his options, and he makes him you don't have to think as much when you play him now. I guess that's the thing. So.
Man, shoot. Hey, talking about that, we all got to sit down and talk about Evo, because July. I gotta see if I gotta get us a penthouse, or if I gotta get us get us like a Barbie's mansion, or I gotta go find me a sugar-free mama.
I gotta do some work on that too, man. So we'll cut it here. Shadow's not here, but be good, be safe, guys. And if you can't be good,
get angry like Shadow.
And if you can't be good, don't get caught
cheating, hacking, using a Zen like everybody and their mama.
Don't get caught. The number. What's the number one rule, Echo?
Just get one of these.
What's the number one rule?
I don't know. What is number? There's no rules.
Don't get caught. We out.
By the way, I am a free man.